Probably would agree with that after the double super kick to Big Stoke, who is still on his long journey back to full mobility.
Oh, for crying out loud.
You buy all this for Stoke, Luke? You're saying that he's making more of the injury than he's real?
Yes, I am.
That would explain why he was rejected from this year's Paralympics.
I've seen him on his feet.
Probably just a right hand across the jaw of Matt Jackson. Matt returns in kind. And now the fists are flying in this AEW World Tag Team Championship title match.
Not surprising. It'll be very, very violent to start things, very rugged to start things out, Excalibur.
Super kick, early super kick from Matt Jackson. Beats in Cash Wheeler. Nick answers with one of his own. Cash sent to the floor. FTR fighting off the back foot, as it were, here in the early moments.
Watch out, family.
Fighting right down in front of their family.
The Young Bucks pushing the pace here in the early moments. Fighting with a keener edge than we typically see, understandably so. I mean, just think about the stunt pile driver on Matt and Nick's brother Malachi. A man he's a civilian. He's not a professional wrestler. It's completely outside the bounds of the sport, Nigel.
Well, FTR felt as though he got in their faces, and that's what you happen when you get in the face of FTR. Right, wrong, or indifferent.
Dax the Axe swinging a miss. And Jackson. Combined forces, German suplex on Dax Harwood.
Young Bucks have been referred to as seamless, superlative, stereotypic, but they certainly very cohesive as a tag team. We're going to see it here. Watch out!
Jackson.
Incoming!
Oh, no.
Oh, my God, there goes. The monitors.
And then this goes the timekeeper's table.
I don't know what you're seeing right now. The Young Bucks are taking it to the champions.
Like I said, violent start. Look at Stokely trying to roll out of the way. Stokely's leaving.
Matt Jackson trying to single-handedly fight off Cash and Dax after Nick Jackson was just introduced face first into our announce desk.
Well, watch this.
Pile driver on the apron, perhaps? No. Instead, oh wait, it's pile driver, but it could be from FTR.
Oh, history repeats.
Pile driver on the apron, and Matt Jackson immediately clutching his shoulder, his neck.
Could be a broken collarbone. Let's see if we get a look at Malachi Jackson, who suffered that. He's dragged him out here to ringside. He's got to be petrified the same thing's going to happen to him again.
Could be AC separation for Matt.
Oh, it could be AC separation, could be a stinger. Nobody knows, but Nick Jackson now busted open. Must have caught a sharp corner here on our announce desk. As Nick Jackson blearily re-enters the field of combat, but FTR are the champions with a distinct advantage.
Well, quite literally, blood in the water. As the three-time AEW World Tag Team Champions, they can taste it.
The blood from the forehead splattering all over the chest and the shoulders of Nick. And Cash Wheeler taking full advantage of this.
These are two teams that redefined tag team wrestling over the last decade plus. FTR began teaming in the summer 2014, and since then have claimed 11 World Tag Team Championships around the globe.
Three-time AEW World Tag Team Champs, these two teams.
2-2. Oh, here we go. Whoa.
Against each other.
Nick Jackson trying to do the same thing that FTR did. Take out one member of the opposing tag team.
Oh, super kick and a cover. 1, 2. Oh, so close.
Not a claret on the wrinkled forehead of Dax the Axe. I'm not sure if it's his own blood. or Nick Jackson, who is wearing a proverbial red badge of courage.
Now, that may have actually been from when Dax Harwood's head struck the ring post.
Yeah, that's blood coming down the reserve forehead. I can see that. There's a cut above the right eye.
This match, I'm not sure it's any surprise that it has been this vicious thus far, Tony.
No, it started out that way. It's only going to get worse. Oh. Wow, that time Cash hit very, very hard. He may have to stay on the outside for quite a while.
Big Stoke there, eagerly willing on Dax the Axe back to this match. And we talked about the danger to the Young Bucks family at ringside. What about the danger to Big Stoke if FTR are taken out? There's no question in my mind the Young Bucks are going to put a beating on this man, wheelchair or not.
I think you're the only person.
Oh, wait a second. Matt Jackson, he's about to return to his corner, but Cash Wheeler cutting him off on the floor. No relief in sight for Nick Jackson.
Nick's got that blood streaming down his forehead and his eyes here. It's going to obviously hinder him the rest of the match unless he can get it wiped off some way.
FTR digging down deep here, going to their playbook.
You're thinking the power and the glory.
Superplex splash combination.
Right now,
FTR really found themselves after dispensing with their friendship with Adam Copeland. Hold on.
Jackson. Drop kick senton combo and homage to the Southern California legend Super Dragon from the Young Bucks, or from Nick Jackson here.
Take a look at the contact here, right into the chest.
There's the section of Dax.
And now Matt Jackson, legal. But in what capacity, Nigel? That pile driver on the apron. He's got to be running on fumes, running down instinct alone. You can see favoring that right shoulder.
Running on adrenaline, I would dare say so, but you would have to think Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson are known for hitting a pile driver. So if there's anyone that could do anything to prevent the damage, it would be the Young Bucks.
Matt Jackson clutching that right arm very close to his body. Tony, he is an orthodox striker. He favors the right hand.
Yeah, and you know what? I know he's not 100% from that spill he took over here, but I think he's a better shape than his brother right now.
Hold on. Watch out. Sitting down on the saddle.
There you go. Good enough.
He's the legal man. Now, 2 for 1. Almost made 3 for Matt Jackson.
Did you see the blood in the ring on that overhead shot? My God.
Not for the squeamish, not for the faint of heart. Here, 2 for 1. If Dax being the legal man, the only way that Matt Jackson was going to get a pinfall and almost the victory. And this will be a long night if the Young Bucks are going to be able to take the titles from FTR.
Oh, Matt Jackson slips over the Dax stunned on the floor, but Matt Jackson cannot capitalize, clutching that neck. Nigel, that almost confirms to me my suspicion earlier Stinger suffered after that pile driver.
Certainly looks the way, but even before the match there was kinesio tape on the shoulder of Matt. Get them. Jackson's kid told him, and he will do just that. Oh, really? Dax is lying in wait. Yeah.
What timing by Dax Harwood, allowing Matt Jackson to leave his feet and then the right hand to the jaw. And now in front of Matt's mother, father, and his brother. And now got from the look what the odds 15% for the champion there.
A little bit of payback, excuse me, for Malachi. Matt and Nick's father, the old buck, big smile on his face as well.
Diving crossbody, 1, 2. Matt Jackson forced to go this alone, at least for the last few moments. The blood loss for his brother Nick, extreme levels. You see it right there, still flowing down his face freely.
He just cannot, Nigel, get up on standing position right now on all fours here.
Right now, there is nothing like the love of the father or the motivation of a child. And Matt Jackson has them both. What will it matter though, yeah?
Yeah, adapts. It just screams super cute party. Brother. What a jerk.
Like this.
A chorus of boos ringing out here in the sold-out Crypto.com arena by Matt Jackson. Sharpshooter and Nick Jackson.
Another sharpshooter by Jackson and another sharpshooter by Jackson.
Here we go.
And Dax Harwood on the verge of tapping out. Catch with it. Fighting him now. A desperate army crawl to the ropes, and Dax makes it. The hold is broken.
Well, we've seen the motivation from the Bucks, from a child. Now we saw the motivation from a partner with FTR.
Cash Wheeler bit the hand of Dax the Axe and then slapped him in the face.
I need to bring the box up at Alec,
To distract him from the agonizing pain in his lower back, preventing him from tapping out. As the three-time AEW World Tag Team Champions, they can taste it. Malachi and Nick's father, the old buck, big smile on his face as well. Whoa!
Matt Jackson forced to go this alone, at least for the last few moments. The blood loss for his brother Nick, extreme levels. You see it right there, still flowing down his face freely.
He just cannot, Nigel, get up on standing position right now on all fours here.
Right now, there is nothing like the love of the father or the motivation of a child. Matt Jackson has them both. What will it matter though, yeah?
Yeah, adapts. It just screams super cute party. Brother. What a jerk.
Like this.
A chorus of boos ringing out here in the sold-out Crypto.com arena by Matt Jackson. Sharpshooter and Nick Jackson into the face. Sharpshooter on his own.
When we listen to this place, here we go.
And Dax Harwood on the verge of tapping out. Catch with it. Fighting him now. A desperate army crawl to the ropes, and Dax makes it. The hold is broken.
But we've seen the motivation from the Bucks, from a child. Now we saw the motivation from a partner with FTR.
Cash Wheeler bit the hand of Dax the Axe and then slapped him in the face to distract him from the agonizing pain in his lower back, preventing him from tapping out.
Credit to FTR, Tony. That tactic, as unorthodox as it is, it worked for the champions.
Yes, it did. What a sequence.
A super kick. It's got the caught, the sweep. Super kicks. The boot to Cash Wheeler on the outside. Shoulder the midsection on Dax. Face buster, Nick Jackson. Through a face full of blood. No, missed it. Buster on the floor.
I don't know how much more Nick can take, guys, honestly.
Walking through the ropes was Matt Jackson, but got popped up. Slingshot.
Split second, through the leg, straight up in the air, didn't matter.
Well, a very concerned look on the face of Big Stoke. The AEW World Tag Team titles hanging in the balance.
Dax Harwood first to his feet of the legal men. Matt Jackson, as we see.
Perfect execution here. Look
the
at the high angle.
Exactly where I was going, Nigel.
Back of the shoulders and the neck to an already damaged neck of Matt Jackson.
Back to live action. Dax was looking for a pop up for Cash Wheeler.
He's got the title. That's going to disqualify him.
He doesn't mind getting disqualified.
Risking disqualification as the champions have got to feel their grasp on the titles slip away.
The Young Bucks, they have to pin or submit FTR inside the ring in order for the titles to change hands. Disqualification by FTR countout does no favors for the challengers.
Hold on, this should do it for the champs.
2-1 advantage. FTR, but Nick Jackson anchors his brother down to the apron, right hands. And now,
Oh, if the Young Bucks hit this, this will turn an ankle or break one in a second.
Everybody hurting on that. Look at this.
and Nick Jackson, he was able to bring Cash Wheeler over the top, but Matt Jackson, due to the damage to his neck, to his shoulder, I mean, he got Dax over eventually, but he had to work for it.
Let's take a look to your point. Both Young Bucks got the job done, but it wasn't pretty, but was highly effective. And you can see the look on the face of that fan at ringside or in the crowd here tonight. This is really wearing down both champions and challengers.
Wouldn't surprise me
Up
for a
to
double
6.
count out here.
And the Young Bucks, first team to their feet, and Matt Jackson in for the count now. Nick, legal.
Matt breaking the count. Matt did not want
Oh, you saw Nick Jackson, he just slipped in a puddle of blood. You can see it on the bottom of his shoes.
Yeah, it's probably his own blood, too.
Intermingled with that of Dax Harwood. Now these teams back to center.
Staggering back to center Excalibur.
FTR fired first. Watch all change levels. Super kicks to the knees. Super kicks to the face. Repeated right. The challengers.
That brings the fans in Southern California to their feet.
the Young Bucks. Two of the men that put AEW on the map.
The founding fathers of all elite wrestling now. What is it? Stokely. Oh, it's a miracle. There's nothing of the sort. The White House.
Shadow Machine.
He's done it.
1, 2, 3.
Big enough did he find the resilience to get to his feet.
Stud pile driver.
And now FTR.
Gotta be it.
That's all it makes the cover. 2. And the foot was on the rope. Referee Rick Knox saying it was not a 3 count. Despite his hands hitting 3 times, Nick Jackson got his foot on the bottom rope.
Great call by Rick Knox.
Referee's discretion, but hold on. Oh, God.
Repeated supplicant battery. Nick Jackson.
FTR trigger. Oh, that's it.
BT triggered by FTR.
Look at that determination. Bring him to the plate.
Nick Jackson single-handedly battering the champions. Oh, swinging a miss. Shatter machine.
Oh, FTR looking for Shadow Machine.
Super kicks in the box. And a
On the Shadow Machine by Young Bucks. BT trigger.
Still got up. Oh my God. Oh, what a match. Oh, these 4 men. And give all of them credit. Never say die.
AEW were the best wrestle.
Vince Wheeler overcommitted. Sprawls to the floor. And Jackson just took out Stokely. Meanwhile, Mike Jackson. Jackson inverted.
Here comes Excalibur. Get it.
Meltzer driver.
He's still got out. Look at the face of Nick Jackson.
Nobody does pay-per-view like AEW.
This is key. I'm out of breath, guys. Just watching this thing. Look at Matt trying to fire Nick up. But you got to wonder now, Excalibur, what is going to take to win this thing?
Well, the Young Bucks, they have plenty of weapons. Could be looking for one of the classics, but Cash Wheeler upsetting the balance of Nick Jackson in the corner.
Reverse pile driver.
This time on Matt Jackson and Nick.
Shadow Machine. Another Shadow Machine.